When did you do something that was compassionate? When did you express compassion to someone, a neighbor, relative, kid, family member? When have you expressed compassion? I'm Sarah Bowling, and we're doing a series on compassion. So when we think about compassion, I would think it's really powerful to look at Jesus, who expresses, demonstrates, and prioritizes compassion. We've been looking at his life and what he did and how he expressed compassion with crowds, with widows, with healing, with supernatural food, miraculous food provision. But I also think it's really powerful to look at the stories that Jesus told, because in his stories, he also demonstrates and prioritizes compassion. He's like, what do you mean by that? Well, think about the parables. If you look at the parables that Jesus told, they're very interesting parables, and particularly the ones that have a lot to do with people. So for example, in Luke chapter 10, this is the parable of the Good Samaritan. And in this story, we read about a dude gone on a journey. He's going from Jerusalem to Jericho, and he gets jumped, beat up by a bunch of bandits, and brutally, violently beat up, so much that he's half dead. He's stripped naked, and they leave him there. They abandon him.
You burned my house and left me for dead.
And a priest walks by and just kind of blows him off. We'll keep walking. Then a Levite walks by, does the Dory thing. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. He keeps walking. But a Samaritan walks by, and here's the difference. The priest saw the victim, the Levite saw the victim, the Samaritan saw the victim, but the difference here is that the Samaritan had compassion. It's the Greek word splagizomai, and it means literally, I talked about this, from the core, from the instincts, from the very kidneys even, a feeling that is so intense, so strong that you are compelled to act on that. The Good Samaritan has compassion. He sees the victim. And that, I think, is such a powerful thing, because as we go through our journey in life, some of us are the person, the victim, who's on the road, that got beat up, and we got sexually abused, we got abandoned, and we're the victim, and we're ugly in all of that trauma. But I want to encourage us that as we go through the journey in life, we also see people. We come across people on our path that are that victim. And what do we do? And then if we are the victim, do we let somebody have compassion on us? I think that whole thing of compassion is the pivot point, is completely the pivot point for the victim to begin to receive healing, to get out of the trauma, as well as the hero, the Samaritan, to facilitate healing, the beginning of healing for this victim. So compassion is such a pivot. I mean, it is absolutely the lever that can bring tremendous change, tremendous healing, that can turn the world upside down, inside out, and make it the way we think it should be. But we have to have compassion not only for ourselves, let us receive compassion, but also to demonstrate compassion. And when the Good Samaritan sees the victim, he says he has compassion, and he goes to him. He pours in oil and wine. He lifts up the victim, puts him on his beast of burden, and carries him to an inn so that he could have time and space to heal and to recover from all those wounds, all that trauma. I would say this as we think about this at the end. I would say that one of the antidotes for trauma is compassion. And to receive compassion for the trauma we've experienced, as well as to demonstrate compassion for people who have experienced trauma. So, if this has really touched your heart, make sure you subscribe. And of course, the notification bell right there, hit that. We'll keep you posted with new content. And of course, we have an amazing joke that I know you love. Why did the boy sprinkle sugar on his pillow when he went to sleep? So that he could have sweet dreams. Oh my gosh, so stupid. Yeah, but next week will be better.